The dance community in Asheville has been buzzing with excitement, and for good reason. A dedicated ballroom has finally opened, offering a dedicated space for dancers to practice, perform, and connect with each other. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. Welcome to my channel. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already. Now, let me tell you the story about this new ballroom. About 7 years ago when I met my husband, he was already a ballroom dancer, and I was thrilled because I wanted to dance too. So I signed up for private lessons in Asheville. That was about an hour away from where we lived at the time. And for quite a few years, we drove that hour each way for our weekly lesson. Then 3.5 years ago, we moved to Asheville where the ballroom was located, and it was only 7 minutes from our new home. I was thrilled. No more long commute. About a week or two later, they closed the ballroom. Yes, I couldn't believe it. That beautiful ballroom that had served Asheville for years with the crystal chandeliers and the beautiful mirrors and the floating floor, all gone. It was sold to a car dealer. Well, during these past 3.5 years, all of the various dance groups and classes and instructors have been struggling to find a place to dance and to teach. And it's been a whirlwind of using anything available. Oftentimes school gyms, and the floors are sometimes cement and sometimes linoleum. Not the best for dancing on, but we had to do what we had to do. And then the news came that one of our instructors was opening a ballroom here in Asheville at the Asheville Mall. We couldn't believe it. Thinking about it, it was perfect because it's inside, there's lots of parking and people walking by that might become interested in dancing by seeing dancers inside. We were thrilled. We found out it was true and anxiously awaited for opening day. It was an open house from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and we got there maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. I never thought that it would be all that crowded. It was packed with people. It was standing room only. There were people outside in the mall looking in. It was amazing how many people there were. And they were doing showcase dances with the instructors and their students, and also some of the instructors with each other. So it was really entertaining. And then in between, they had social dancing. So my husband and I got up and danced during that time. It was so exciting to see this beautiful new ballroom with the floating floor and the mirrors on the wall. Beautiful sound system, great lighting. And what can I say? It was perfect because the location for us is about 15 minutes away, which is so much closer than any place else we'd been going. 2 days later, I attended my first real event there. It is the Sapphire Ball, which is an annual ball put on by the Dance Western North Carolina Dance Group. And it's a formal dance, and I wore my blue gown. I think it was very close to being a sapphire colored gown, and my husband wore a suit with a matching blue tie and cummerbund. We looked quite spiffy, I think. And everyone looked great. They dressed up so much more than they did last year, and I think it's because we're so excited to have this new venue. It was a dinner dance, and the food was delicious. There was lasagna and meatballs and salmon, and it was all very good. There was salad and all kinds of desserts. That was great. They had an area in the back that serves as the place where they put the tables. So it's kind of divided into the dining area, and then in the front is the dancing area. So it works out quite well, and they're able to accommodate about 48 people comfortably, sitting down for eating and then also for dancing. The organizer of this dance actually had tears in her eyes. She was so happy to have a place for the monthly dance now that she coordinates, and she was saying how difficult it's been for these past years trying to find a different dance venue almost every month, and having cancellations and all kinds of problems just getting this going. And she's a volunteer, like the entire board is, of all of the various dance groups. We all do it because we love it. I know not all of you are interested in dancing, but sometimes it's fun to look at something that you don't actually do and maybe think it's a possibility. In any case, I think everyone likes watching dancers dance. I hope you enjoyed this video and will consider subscribing if you haven't already. And please feel free to comment. If you're a dancer or just a lover of the arts, I'd love to hear your stories of dance in your community and in your life. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.